What if I told you there are 5 things you're probably buying right now, this month, maybe even this week, that are quietly pushing your retirement 10, 15, maybe 20 years further away? Not because you're irresponsible, not because you don't earn enough, but because your brain is wired to make these purchases feel completely normal. Today, we're going to follow 2 people. Same salary, same city, same age. But by the time they're 50, one of them is free, and the other is still stuck on the treadmill. Let's talk about why. Meet Priya and Jordan. Both are 30 years old. Both earn $75,000 a year. Both want to retire early. They even read the same personal finance book last January. But here's the difference. Priya starts cutting 5 specific purchases out of her life. Not all spending. Not extreme frugality. Just 5 things. Jordan keeps buying all 5 because, honestly, they feel harmless. Let's do the math on each one, and let your prefrontal cortex, the rational part of your brain, fight it out with your limbic system, the part that wants what it wants right now. Jordan finances a brand new car every 5 years. The average new car payment in 2026 is around $730 a month. That's $8,760 a year. But here's what your brain doesn't calculate at the dealership: depreciation. A new car loses roughly 20 to 30% of its value in the first year alone. So Jordan isn't just spending money, he's watching it evaporate. Priya? She buys a reliable 3-year-old car, pays cash or takes a small short-term loan, and drives it for 8 to 10 years. Her average annual cost? Around $3,000. The difference is $5,760 a year. Now, if Priya invests that difference into a low-cost index fund averaging 8% annual returns, in 20 years, that single decision grows to over $284,000. Think about that. One decision. Not a promotion. Not a side hustle. Just choosing to not hand your money to a depreciating asset. Your brain's dopamine system loves the smell of a new car. But your future self loves financial freedom a lot more. Here's one that doesn't feel like it matters. Netflix, Spotify, the premium gym membership, the meal kit box, 2 news apps, cloud storage you upgraded once and forgot about. Jordan subscribes to all of them. Total monthly cost? Around $240. That's $2,880 a year. And here's the behavioral finance trap. It's called the pain of paying, and subscriptions are specifically designed to eliminate it. When money leaves your account automatically, your insula, the part of your brain that registers financial pain, barely fires. You don't feel the loss. So you never question it. Priya audits her subscriptions every quarter. She keeps 3 that she actually uses and cancels the rest. Her monthly total? $60. The difference is $2,160 a year. Invested over 20 years at 8%? That's roughly $106,000. So ask yourself, when was the last time you actually looked at every recurring charge on your bank statement? Now, I'm not here to shame you about a cup of coffee. That's not what this is about. But let's zoom out. Jordan grabs a coffee on the way to work. Picks up lunch instead of packing it. Orders delivery twice a week for dinner. Stops for a snack at the gas station. None of these feel like big purchases. Each one is $5, $10, maybe $15. But here's what behavioral economists call the peanuts effect. When a purchase feels small enough, your brain categorizes it as insignificant. It literally skips the cost-benefit analysis. It says, it's just $8, and moves on. Jordan's daily convenience spending averages about $28. That's $840 a month. $10,080 a year. Priya meal preps on Sundays, makes her coffee at home, and allows herself 2 intentional dining out experiences per month. Her monthly convenience spend? Around $160. The difference? $8,160 a year. Invested at 8% over 20 years? Over $402,000. $400,000. Not from earning more. From being intentional about what you already earn. Now, if you're keeping a mental tally, we're already past $790,000 in lost wealth from just 3 habits. And we still have 2 more to go. The last one on this list? It's the one almost nobody talks about, and it might be the most expensive of all. Jordan upgrades his phone every year. New laptop every 2 years. New tablet when the screen feels a little slow. He tells himself it's for productivity. But neuroscience research on novelty-seeking behavior tells a different story. Your brain releases dopamine not when you use a device, but when you acquire it. The excitement is in the unboxing, not in the actual utility. 2 weeks later, the new phone feels exactly like the old one. Jordan spends about $3,200 a year on tech upgrades. Priya? She upgrades her phone every 4 years, keeps her laptop for 5, and skips the tablet entirely. Annual tech spend? Around $800. The gap is $2,400 per year. Over 20 years at 8%? $118,000. And here's the deeper question. Are you upgrading because the old device stopped working, or because the new one triggered a dopamine hit when you saw the ad? This is the one that quietly destroys more retirement plans than anything else on this list. Every time Jordan gets a raise, his spending rises to match it. New apartment. Better restaurants. A vacation upgrade from budget to boutique. This is called lifestyle inflation, and here's why it's so dangerous. It doesn't feel like spending more. It feels like you deserve it. And your brain agrees, because of something called the hedonic treadmill. You adapt to every new level of comfort within about 6 to 12 weeks, and then you need the next level to feel the same satisfaction. Jordan's lifestyle inflation costs him an average of $5,000 per year in additional spending that tracks above his actual needs. Priya? Every time she gets a raise, she automates 50% of the increase directly into her investment account before she ever sees it. She still upgrades her life, but slowly and intentionally. That $5,000 per year, invested at 8% over 20 years? $247,000. This is the one that separates people who earn a lot from people who actually build wealth. Earning more doesn't help if spending always chases income. Let's add it all up. Brand new cars, $284,000. Forgotten subscriptions, $106,000. Daily convenience spending, $402,000. Tech upgrades, $118,000. Lifestyle inflation, $247,000. Total difference between Priya and Jordan over 20 years? Over $1,157,000. Same salary. Same city. Same age. One is retiring at 50. The other is wondering why they can't. None of this requires you to stop enjoying life. It requires you to understand why your brain pushes you towards certain purchases, and to build systems that let your rational mind lead. That's what this channel is about. Using behavioral finance to make wealth feel logical, not painful. If this changed how you think about even one of these 5 things, hit subscribe. And drop a comment. Which one of these 5 surprised you the most? I'll see you in the next one.